Regular Township public notice of this meeting has been required by the open resolution adopted on time for this. One public. Copy of
Nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bowser?
Here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier is excused. Mr. Florio?
Here.
Mayor Figueredo?
Here. Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. I'm going to carry this part of the agenda over to our Fire Commissioner, to Deputy Mayor Florio.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Tonight's a very special night. As always, we're able to do promotions within any one of our departments. Our fire department here in Union is considered one of the best in the state, if not the best in the state. And that's really a credit to all the firefighters and the officers we have who have their dedication, the great training that they get, the tools that they're able to use to make sure our citizens are safe in any type of condition. But one of the things that's important is, besides everything, is your organization. It's very important that we have great firefighters, but we have to have great leadership also. And that's why tonight we're going to move two firefighters the permission through the promotion to captain. And that's going to be Joseph Mattei and Michael Amato will be promoted tonight to captain. The way we're going to do this is we're going to call up each individual to come and be sworn in. At that time, we'll take some pictures with the family, whoever comes up and holds the Bible. When we're done with that, we invite anybody else who wants to come and take additional pictures before we actually start the meeting. So let's start off with, first, Fireman Michael Amato is hereby promoted to captain. Captain Michael Amato was appointed to the Township of Union Fire Department on September 1st, 2015. Captain Amato responded to countless fires and emergencies throughout the township and surrounding communities. During his 8-year tenure, he received a unit award along with letters of appreciation from the township residents. Captain Amato is the son of Susan Amato and retired Battalion Chief Vincent Amato, and brother of firefighter Vincent Amato. Congratulations on your promotions. You come up here.
Hold on.
We have a minute or so delay, seems that we misplaced the oath. Can't go. There'll be a few minutes delay. It seems that we misplaced the oath. We need the oath to swear the officer in, so just hold tight.
Repeat after me. And step closer so I can hear you. I state your name.
I, Mike Lamato,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of fire captain
of the office of fire captain
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our second promotion tonight is for firefighter Joseph Mattei. Captain Joseph Mattei was appointed to the Township of Union Fire Department on February 1st, 2018. He was assigned to fire suppression activities, responding to fire and emergencies throughout the township and surrounding communities. During his 6-year tenure, Captain Mattei received a group award along with letters of appreciation. Captain Mattei is married to his wife, Carlina, and has 2 children, Joel and Gianni. Congratulations to Captain.
I state your name.
I, Joseph Mattei,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
to the government,
and to the governments established in the United States
to the government established in the United States,
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of fire
of
captain
the office of fire captain
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Captain Amato, could you come back up? We want to take a picture with the Township Committee. Captain, come on.
Smile.
This time, we will take a 3-minute break for those that need to take some pictures, and we will commence with the meeting in 3 minutes. At this time, I'd like to read a proclamation for International Alpha Delta Kappa Month, and this is a proclamation that will be presented to this organization. Whereas women in education constitute a significant portion of the nation's workforce and faithfully serve their communities by providing programs that contribute to world understanding, and the primary goals of Alpha Delta Kappa International Honorary Organization for Women Educators are to acknowledge the accomplishments of outstanding educators, to foster mutual respect amongst educators, to establish high standards of education, and to promote educational, cultural, and charitable projects that enrich the lives of their students. Therefore, I, Manuel Figueredo, the Mayor of the Township of Union, by the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim October 2024 as International Alpha Delta Kappa Month, and this proclamation will be sent to the organization. At this time, I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of the conference and regular session of September 24th, 2024.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, can we move on with the ordinances and resolutions?
I have for your consideration on second and final reading an ordinance amending Chapter 170 of the Municipal Code to address property grading.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 170 of the Municipal Code to address property grading.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
And
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figueredo?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 170, Article 18 of the Municipal Code entitled Stormwater Management and Control.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading at this time.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 170, Land Development, Article 18 entitled Stormwater Management and Control.
Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figueredo?
Yes.
Requiring new warehouses over 100,000 square feet to be solar-ready.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey requiring new warehouses over 100,000 square feet to be solar-ready in the Township of Union, Union County, New Jersey.
Anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figueredo?
Yes.
Amending Ordinance 3729 to add handicap spaces in front of 2126 Leonard Terrace and 47 Berkeley Place.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending the designation of restricted parking spaces for use by persons with special vehicle identification cards in the Township of Union, Union County, New Jersey. This ordinance creates a handicap space in front of 2126 Leonard Terrace and 47 Berkeley Place.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figueredo?
Yes.
I have your consideration on draft and first reading an ordinance amending Chapter 447 of the Municipal Code entitled Rental Property. This ordinance prohibits short-term rentals of amenities or accessories.
Move draft be taken up for first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 447 of the Code entitled Rental Property. This ordinance prohibits short-term rentals of amenities or accessories. Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figueredo?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figueredo?
Yes.
Creating a new creating a new article in Chapter 203 entitled Redemption Amusement Games. This ordinance allows skill-based amusement machines to award tickets based on achieving a score or outcome instead of a fixed number of tickets regardless of outcome.
Move the draft be taken up by first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey, creating a new article in Chapter 203 of the Code entitled Redemption Amusement Games. This ordinance allows skill-based amusement machines to award tickets based on achieving a score or outcome instead of fixed number of tickets regardless of outcome. Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at our next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Authorizing the private sale of Block 5811, Lot 17. This ordinance authorizes the sale of an undersized lot located on Oswald Place.
Move draft be taken up for first reading at this time.
Second.
An ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey, authorizing the private sale of Block 5811, Lot 17 in the Township of Union at private sale pursuant to NJSA 40A:12-1 at sec. This ordinance authorizes the sale of an undersized lot located on Oswald Place. Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Authorizing the private sale of Block 5811, Lot 15.03. This ordinance authorizes the sale of an undersized lot located on Oswald Place.
Move the draft be taken up by first reading by title at this time.
Second.
Ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey, authorizing the private sale of Block 5811, Lot 15.03 in the Township of Union at private sale pursuant to NJSA 40:12-1 et sec. This ordinance authorizes the sale of an undersized lot located on Oswald Place. Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Move the draft be taken up at our next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
The following resolutions authorizing the insertion of a special item of revenue into the 2024 municipal budget in the amount of $17,297.42 under the caption Bulletproof Vest Program Grant.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional services contract with T&M Associates to serve as consulting township engineers.
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2024-27, increasing the amount to a lawyer law firm by an additional $15,000 for a total contract amount not to exceed $35,000 for special tax counsel.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2024-236, increasing the amount to Riggins, Inc. by an additional $65,000 for the purchase of fuel for township vehicles for a total amount not to exceed $355,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2024-223, increasing the amount to Goodyear Tire and Rubber, care of FNS Tire Corp. by $3,500 for a total amount not to exceed $20,500 for the purchase of tires and tubes.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service contract with Robert Barrety Esquire to serve as temporary acting municipal prosecutor for the municipal court for an amount not to exceed $7,500.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Colliers Engineering and Design for preliminary and final design services for the 2025 road improvement program for a fee not to exceed $273,000.
Motion to approve the agreement.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Colliers Engineering and Design for construction administration and inspection services for the 2025 Elizabeth Gas Road resurfacing program for an amount not to exceed $291,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Amending Resolution 2023-381, increasing the amount to Be Safe, Inc. by $630 for a total contract amount not to exceed $9,030 for the police and fire alarm wireless monitoring for various township buildings.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Supporting the 2024 Driving Safety Awareness Distracting Speeding Grant.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an emergency contract with Hudson County Motors, Inc. for the replacement of the radiator in Squad 4 for an amount not to exceed $19,771.36.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Colliers Engineering and Design for the Jeanette Avenue Improvements Concept Plan for an amount not to exceed $12,500.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Denbar Construction, Inc. for repairs to township property located at 720 Winchester Avenue at their low quote not to exceed $18,230.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Denbar Construction, Inc. for repairs at the Union Township Animal Shelter at their low quote not to exceed $14,785.
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an amendment of the affordable housing agreements for the properties at Newtown Village to extend the restrictions for a term of 30 years.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service contract with Topology to conduct an area in need of rehabilitation study for certain parcels of Stuyvesant Avenue for an amount not to exceed $13,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The following communications from Anthony Manguso, construction official, requesting the following refunds for unused permits: 1025 Sterling Road in the amount of $196.50, 2661 Morris Avenue in the amount of $314.75.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Joseph Venezia, Township Engineer, requesting payment number 3 to Crossroads Paving Corporation, doing business as ADG Contracting, in the amount of $322,991.44 for the 2024 road improvement program.
Motion to approve the payment.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
From Sarah Kammerer, resident, requesting to have a block party on Hamilton Terrace, October 26, 2024, from 2 to 10 p.m., with a rain date of October 27, 2024, between the hours of 12 and 5 p.m.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have department reports from the Clerk's Office and Community Development.
Move to receive and file reports.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We go to our committee reports, and I'll start with Committeewoman Terrell.
Thank you, Mayor. For the Department of Public Works, the Road Division continues to work on repairing potholes and patching sections of roads throughout the township. Since our last meeting, the Road Division has performed 72 pothole repairs and 110 streets were swept. The Sewer Division continues to maintain catch basins, pump stations, and outfalls daily, performing repairs when necessary. Since our last meeting, the Sewer Division has performed 120 catch basin cleanings, 40 enzyme applications to minimize fats, oils, and grease, and 2 emergency calls. The Shade Tree Division continues to maintain trees in parks, township properties, and in township right-of-ways. Since our last meeting, tree crews performed 19 removals. 26 trees were trimmed, and 20 stumps were removed. All concerns or inquiries regarding all Division of Public Works can be addressed by calling Public Works at 908-686-1922 or by using the Report a Concern feature on the Township website. That concludes my report.
And you have
And I have recreation.
the recreation
Yes.
report.
So I'll
Thank you.
move to the Recreation Department report. The Union Recreation Department is excited to host tons of great Halloween-themed fun for Union residents this month. The window painting contest is a decades-long tradition here in Union, which helps give some of our business areas a spooky, festive feeling. The Scarecrow contest is a wonderful activity for the whole family. We encourage township businesses to get involved by creating a themed scarecrow related to their business. Supplies will be distributed beginning October 10th, with entries finished by October 22nd. Submissions and winners for both contests will be shared on social media and Union TV. Registration for these contests is still open. The Halloween fun will continue with Union Recreation's Halloween Spooktacular, Saturday, October 19th. The festivities will begin with a trunk or treat at Jefferson School from 1 to 4 p.m. The trunk or treat will be hosted by Roxanne Chante and music by DJ Cool V. Then the party continues at Rapkin Park with a Halloween carnival from 3 to 7 p.m. The carnival event will include food trucks, a DJ, carnival games, inflatables, costume parades for kids and pets, and much, much more. For more details about these activities, please call the Union Recreation Department at 908-686-4200. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Committeeman Bowser.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to start this evening with the senior report. Health and Wellness, Tuesday, October 22nd, from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Nurse will provide health maintenance, checks, and prevention services. On Tuesday, October the 15th, 11 a.m., there will be a flu shot clinic. Programs, AARP Smart Driving Class, earn a multi-year discount on your auto insurance when you complete the following course. The course teaches proven driving techniques to help keep you and your loved ones safe on the road. $20 for AARP members, $25 for non-members. That's Thursday, October the 17th, from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Upcoming trips, Wind Creek Casino, that's Bethlehem, PA, October 17th, $35 per ticket. Departures on Jeanette Avenue, Huntington Hills. This show is designed to be the perfect complete complement to your holiday season. There's something for everyone: traditional holidays, favorites, pop, Christmas hits, seasonal spirituals, spectacular dance numbers, and more, all backed by our renowned HHP Orchestra. Christmas at the Playhouse on December 19th. Lunch, show, and transportation, $85. Bus departs at 12:30 p.m. For additional information, call the Senior Center at 908-851-5290. Moving on to the Police Department report. For the period of September 20th through October the 4th, there were 1,640 direct patrols. There was 2,868 calls for service. There were 78 arrests. Speed initiative for the period of September 20th through October the 3rd, there were 58 stops, 72 tickets. There were 7 residents. Under red light enforcement for the same period, there was 27 stops, 23 tickets, 3 were residents. Truck enforcement for the same period of time, there were 8 stops, 8 tickets, and no deliveries. Also, I have a couple of highlights this evening I would like to share with you. On October the 2nd, a township resident called headquarters to report as she was exiting her home with $6,000 in cash, which she had in her pocket, accidentally fell out onto the front lawn. She realized the money was missing until sometime later. She reviewed her Ring camera and observed the male jogging by her home. The male noticed the money and began to pick it up and collected it off the lawn. The male then ran away. On October the 3rd, at 8:54, headquarters received a call from the same township resident advising that she was watching the camera and saw the male, actually saw the male running by her house at that particular time. Police department units and Detective Bureau units responded to the area within minutes of the call and were able to locate and apprehend the male. The male suspect was placed under arrest, charged with obstruction of justice and theft of mislaid property. My next highlight occurred on September the 26th at approximately 5:03 a.m. Police units responded to a call reporting a commercial burglary on Route 22 was in progress. The caller advised that there was an unknown male in the store rummaging through items. Police units arrived on the scene and observed the front glass entrance door shattered. As officers approached the door, they observed the male wearing a blue ski mask and gray-colored gloves inside the business. Upon seeing the officers, the male ran toward the rear of the store in an attempt to flee. The male was apprehended at the scene, identified, arrested, and charged with burglary, criminal mischief, and theft. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Fleury.
Thank you very much, Mayor. This is a report from the Union Fire Department. The Union Fire Department responded to 238 emergency calls for service, with 150 of them being medical calls. This is just for a 2-week period. Some of the significant events, I stress some because there's really many. On September 24th, apparatus responded to West Chestnut Street for a motor vehicle accident that severed a utility pole. 2 occupants of the vehicle were transported to the University Hospital. There's something about the cars that don't like our utility poles because one goes down every week. I don't know what's going on. On October 1st, apparatus responded to the 400 block of Chestnut Street for a sinkhole forming in the area of the sidewalk. Areas made safe in the county DPW responded to make repairs. On October 5th, apparatus responded on Route 22 East for vehicle fire. Route 22 had to be shut down during the suppression efforts. Just some safety messages for this month. We talked about it a little bit last time, but I think it's worth repeating. This is Fire Prevention Month, and this year's caption is Smoke Alarms, Make Them Work for You. This serves to remind us the importance of having working smoke alarms in our home. Install smoke alarms on every floor of your home and connect them together if possible. The National Fire Protection Association recommended replacing smoke alarms every 10 years. Of course, if that's what they last, sometimes they don't. But if you hear that alarm going off, make sure you replace it. Test your smoke detectors monthly. All you got to do is press the button. If it beeps, that means it's still good. Create a fire escape plan. Make plans and practice it with your family. Extremely important. Close doors. Closing doors can reduce the spread of fire, toxic smoke, and temperature. Remember, if you get caught in a fire, there's a fire in the room, shut the door. Very important. That's my report for tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Tickets, let me begin with the tickets that our police commissioner spoke about. I think our residents are starting to get the message, which I'm happy. Out of the 72 tickets, only 7 were residents, and the red light tickets, out of 23, only 3 were residents. We have to get this message out to everybody that travels through here. So if you're watching us, don't come through Union and speed. Our police are out there enforcing. So thank you again to our PD for doing the great work that they do day in and day out. Now, different kind of tickets are available for Union's Got Talent. They're on sale now. Get ready to witness some incredible performances at this year's show on Sunday, November 17th at 4 p.m. This will be at Union High School. Don't miss out on an evening of entertainment where our community's top talents will shine on stage. You can grab your tickets today at unionsgottalent.org. And we're beginning an open road program. Township of Union is proud to announce that we'll host an open road project this October. Open road project will transform Rawway Avenue by closing the street to cars and opening it to biking, walking, running, and everything in between. It will kick off this Sunday, October 13th, from 8 to 10 a.m. and will continue every Sunday in October. So get your bikes out, get your good sneakers out, and just enjoy the fresh air, especially with the beautiful weather we've been having. And I know Committeewoman Terrell mentioned from the Rec Department, we have our Halloween events. I just want to reiterate it. October 19th, mark your calendars. From 1 to 4 is our annual Big Trunk or Treat. That's at Jefferson School parking lot. Music treats and a prize for the best decorated vehicle. And then wear your Halloween costumes to the Haunted Halloween Food Truck Fest at Rapkin Park from 3 to 7. My favorite, this includes a kids and dog costume contest. So you should come out, get your dogs, get the costumes out there. Photo booth, DJ, video game truck, beer garden, and more. Admission is free. You can always check on this at TWP Union NJ Rec. And our Veterans Day, we will save the date for the Veterans Day ceremony, which will be held right here at Town Hall on Monday, November 11th. More details on that will be coming soon. And I can't believe I'm talking about this. Winter Wonderland. Join us on December 6th and 7th at Beer Temple Park for, again, 2 unforgettable days filled with festive fun and holiday spirit. If you've never attended this, you have to come by and tell your friends to come by. At this Wonderland event, there's something for everyone to enjoy, so don't miss this special event that will light up your holiday seasons. And again, for all updates, follow us on our social media at TWP Union NJ. And we ask that you sign up for Everbridge notifications for emergency and general notifications at www.uniontownship.com. And you can also, check these updates on Facebook at TWP Union NJ. And with that, I'll open up the meeting to the public. Again, a reminder, there's a 5-minute rule. Microphone is open. Please step up and state your name and address.
Before I begin, I have something to hand to the mayor and the council members, if I may. I think there's Is there a phone there, sir?
Just please state your name and your address, please.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? Is it on?
It's on. You only have 5 minutes, so please,
Gail Baldessari. Would you like me to spell that?
for the clerk.
Gail, last name Baldessari, Baldassarre, Whippany, New Jersey. The reason I'm here this evening is to speak to the council and the mayor about a problem that exists in every single town. I work in several different towns with the city council and health department combating the problem that we all have of free roaming cats. I have put there a letter of reference from the town administrator, the mayor of Clark is here, animal control from Parsippany, police department in Livingston, and I could go on and on. What I try to do is educate the towns on a new policy of trap neuter return. It is the most effective way and healthiest way for the citizens of Union to continue to have free roaming cats outside, which are healthy, which are vaccinated, and the caretakers can then care for them because the shelters are full. I have done animal control and run several shelters already. Thank you for letting me speak, by the way. And here I stand again in front of another city council asking you to not use the starvation of community cats by continuing to implement an outdated and ineffective and inhumane feeding ban. It doesn't work. These cats have either been lost, abandoned, or born outside due to no fault of their own. Let us be clear, people have caused this problem and people should fix it. A feeding ban is not a policy, but animal cruelty in its simplest form. And I am here, by the way, because your constituents are calling me because I'm out there now and people are taking my number from different websites and council meetings and calling me for help in different towns where they don't have TNR. And that's why I'm really here today. I had another call this week. The state of New Jersey makes very clear that free roaming cats are domestic animals and therefore without human intervention they cannot survive. To remove all life-sustaining support such as food, water, and shelter, which was asked by the people that have called me. They have been feeding these cats for 4 years. They're spayed, they're neutered, they're vaccinated, they're on private property, and they've been there for 4 years, and now there's a problem. For what reason, I do not know. The shelters, and to remove food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, punishing the caretakers with threats of fines and court appearances can simply not be tolerated anymore. The shelters are full, and calling animal control to come and pick up dozens of cats for euthanasia is over. A more progressive implementation to control these free roaming cats have been adopted by over 140 towns and municipalities. Clark is one. We're working Rawways coming up next this month. And these municipalities have adopted these principles. This program is called Trap Neuter Return. It is effective, humane, and the caretakers of these cat colonies are a vital link to its success. They are your eyes and ears and important information needed for the program. Isolating your caretakers and giving them fines to go to court will only drive them underground to make them fearful of contacting their city for help. These caretakers and feeders are devoted. Whether you know it or not, they provide an invaluable community service, usually on their own time and their own dime. They usually pay it themselves. These cats have become their beloved outdoor pets, and they will find any means to continue to care for these animals despite the penalties. We want to work together. to combat this problem. Trap, neuter, return works by trapping outdoor cats, neutering and spaying them to stop the breeding. They are vaccinated for rabies and distempered, and the left ear tip identifies them that they have been processed through the program. Adoptable cats and kittens are removed and brought to shelters and rescues, often resulting in a 30% immediate reduction of the population of that colony. Unadoptable cats will be returned to their colony, and through attrition, the cat colony population are further reduced. With one street in Clark, when I started, we had 23 cats on Florence Drive. We now have 8. 8. But the feeders are allowed to have shelters, and they're allowed to feed.
Gail, your time is up. Is there a final point that you'd like to make?
Yes, sir. What I'm asking, if it is possible, which is what I've done in other towns, in order to make a decision on TNR, if you would allow us 1 hour of your time in a closed session, we could present TNR with all the facts from the CDC, health departments, what the facts are in TNR, that you can then, for Union, make an informed decision if you would like to implement such a program. I would be available for consultation, for helping, and I come in with a few of my colleagues. One of them
I'm going to have to stop.
is,
We will take this under consideration with administration and our health department, which I understand you've already spoken to. So they have your contact information, Gail. Thank you so much for coming.
can I leave a card with someone here today?
Absolutely.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for your time.
Thank you, Gail. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Good evening. My name is Dr. Kino Kwashi, 40 Franklin Street in the Vauxhall, New Jersey. I'm actually new to the neighborhood. This is my second year residing in the community. I'm asking support today from the council and the mayor regarding my installation of a sidewalk. I am one of the very few on the block that does not have a sidewalk. It's been very difficult every time it rains. I have mud that's really coming into my house. I'm from the street on. I'm constantly falling. I am asking if the council could support me in installation of the sidewalk. I went ahead and, as a preventative measure, went ahead and did a perimeter around my property, a retaining wall to help to subdue, and now it's creating a problem with the buildings in terms of the sidewalk being installated. They're stating to me that my block is not up for a sidewalk. However, I'm coming into the street, into my house, which is really preventing a lot of concerns and issues regarding, bringing all of the mud inside. Everyone else on my block, except for 2 other houses on my right, do not have a sidewalk. So I'm really asking for support with that. The second concern I have today is that my block is a high prevalent for a flood zone. So this has been going on prior to me purchasing the home. However, I wanted to know how could the city council support, or what plans are really in place to help to supporting, because every time it rains, it really floods my entire property. So that's it for me today. I'm at 40 Franklin Street. My name is Dr. Kino Kwashi. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. With the flooding, that is a flood area. We have been dealing with that for decades. There is some mitigation done down at the end of your street. There's a flood wall there. We need to have this taken care of by the Army Corps of Engineers upstream, because that's where it affects us coming down. We have been at this, Deputy Mayor has been at this for 15 years. I've been at this for 15 years. Going to Washington, they've come here. We're still fighting with them to have something done so that we can mitigate the issues as that water comes downstream. So we will look at that, and we'll have engineering look at the feasibility of a sidewalk there. We'll take a look at that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Darren Martin, 1163 Francine Way. So, scooters and e-bike regulations. At some point, we're going to have to do something by way of that, because I get that people want to buy them because they're cheaper, a lot cheaper than cars, I get it. But if they're riding against the flow of traffic, not obeying laws, not wearing helmets, and in a couple of cases in town here, although things stay quiet here sometimes when they suppress information, people have been robbed, like in other cities, and the people take off. So there's going to have to be some kind of regulation by this body put into place where that quality of life issue is taken care of. Has to be regulations. I don't know if they're going to have to be licensed or registered. I don't know what it's going to, but other towns are doing it. So you guys should look at best practices in other towns, in other cities. I heard you guys talk about road pavement, road improvement, and road resurfacing. What is the expectation when you guys agree to these road renovations, I'll call them? If you take a drive right now and go across the street from the Union PD, or if you're coming from Morris Avenue going towards 22, the whole one side of the road is like a crater. Another street I was on, Tucker Avenue, across from the YMCA, the same thing. What is the expectation when all of this money is spent and these contracts are approved? There should be smooth road. So I don't know what's going on with this, but something has to be done. It never used to be this way years ago, but now they just seem to leave the road any way they want to leave the road. So I expect this body to do something about that. Since you guys are approving these things, there has to be a check and balance somewhere, because there was more on the agenda tonight about resurfacing and other things. Lovely Nails, the business, and Signature Sports Bar. I have come before this body many times, and I'm so glad to see that Lovely Nails, which we knew would, they won their last legal battle against the township, which was unwarranted in the first place, and Signature Sports Bar. The problem is this complicit and complacent Township Committee continues to normalize bad behavior by this Trump-like narcissist senator. And you do everything he tells you to do. Nobody has anything to say. You guys just go to photo ops, and you're supposed to be an elected body. I don't know how elected you really are because you don't make any decisions. You don't do anything. So I'm so glad that they won, because it seems to be a situation where this narcissist senator goes after minority-owned businesses. I challenge anybody to show me another business he's going after that is white or some other. There isn't any. There isn't any. And that's a problem. It's racist. We got people that sit on the council that look like me, but I learned a long time ago that not all skin folk is kinfolk. And that seems to be the problem here as well, because nothing happens from this body. But I'm so glad that help is on the way in 2025.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Ruth Slovic, 1700 Patriot Way. We're just wondering, under the resolutions number 18, supporting the 2024 Driving Safety Awareness Distracting Speeding Grant, what does that mean? Did you apply for a grant? Did you receive a grant? Are you supporting a grant that's like regional? And what exactly does it incorporate as far as safety?
Mayor, thanks. Ruthie, this is the start of the application process for a grant.
Okay, so the grant would hopefully improve distracted driving and speeding and things like that.
That's correct. It would fund overtime for police officers to enforce for things like cell phone use while driving, etc.
Okay, I just know what you meant by supporting, but you applied for a grant. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anyone else wishing to speak?
Good evening, Julie Faselli. I'm from Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey. And I just wanted to add to what my friend Gail was trying to present to you, the Trap, Neuter, and Return program. I have a small cat colony in East Orange where they have not adopted the program as yet. We're hoping that they will. But I started working on that colony in 2017. So I started with maybe 35 cats, and now we're down to 14. any new cats that come into the colony that aren't fixed, we get them, trapped, neutered, returned. Friendlies and kittens, we try to get to rescue and get them off the street. So I'm just trying to say that the program does work, and we wish that you would consider it. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anyone else wishing to speak? Microphone. Please state your name and your address, please.
Hi, my name is Alexandra. I live in Kenilworth, New Jersey. I'm very nervous. I do TNR. I have trapped in the past. There was this one property a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago now. They had 13 cats, and I got it down to 2 now. Last year it was 3 cats, and now it's down to 2. So the TNR, it does work. I've gotten the cats trapped, I've gotten them vaccinated, and they are healthy, and they don't bother nobody. I'm sorry, I'm just very nervous.
That's okay.
But it does work, and I try to be a part of it, and I do try to help. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up. Anyone else wishing to speak? Just a clarification on the aforementioned road on Caldwell Avenue by the police station. That's a utility work that was done there. That needs months to stabilize before that is milled and paved so that it is a smooth service. We need to wait until the utility company allows us to do that. With that, a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Have a good evening, everyone.